All right, let's get started. Today we're going to dive into a topic that I know can look a little scary at first, integrals. But I promise, by the end of this, you'll see they're way more straightforward than they look.
Yeah, this thing, if you've ever looked at this symbol and felt your brain just kind of go, nope, you are definitely not alone. It's one of those things in math that just looks complicated.
But what if we just stripped away all that scary stuff? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break this down into simple, easy pieces so you can see what's really going on under the hood.
Okay, so let's jump right in. Before we even think about solving one of these, let's figure out the big idea. What is this symbol actually asking us to do? Believe it or not, at its heart, it's super simple. An integral is just a fancy way of asking, how much of this do we have in total? It's all about accumulation, adding everything up to find the grand total. And here's a great way to think about it, especially if you've heard of derivatives. If a derivative tells you the rate of change, like how fast your car is going right now, the integral tells you the total amount, so the total distance you've driven. They're two sides of the same coin, perfect opposites. So, how do we actually solve one of these? Well, the good news is, for a whole bunch of basic integrals, you really only need one single powerful rule to get started. And this is it. This is our golden rule. All it says is this. To find the integral of x raised to some power n, you just do two simple things. You add 1 to the power, and then you divide by that new power. And that mysterious plus c? Don't worry, we'll get to that in a minute.
Theory is one thing, but it really starts to click when you see it in action. So let's take that golden rule and put it to work with a couple of examples, step by step.
Let's start with the simplest one you can imagine, the integral of just x. Okay, step 1, what's the power? Well, x is really x to the power of 1, so n is 1. Step 2, add 1 to that power. 1 plus 1 gives us 2. Step 3, divide by that new power, so we get x squared over 2. And the final step, add our constant, c. And we're done.
See? It's just a recipe. Let's do it again with x squared to prove it. So what's n this time? Right, it's 2. We add 1 to get 3. We divide by that new power, 3. And we finish by adding that c. It's the exact same 4 steps. So, what happens when you've got more than one thing going on, like this? No need to panic. The great thing is you just handle each piece one at a time. We integrate the x squared part just like before, then we integrate the 4x part, and then we just stick them back together. Oh, and notice, we only need 1 plus c for the whole thing at the end.
And what if it's just a plain old number, like 5? This is the easiest one of all. You literally just stick an x next to it. So the integral of 5 is 5x, and of course, plus c.
Okay, we're on a roll, but now we need to talk about the single biggest mistake people make. It's the one detail that's so easy to forget, but so important to get right. So, thinking back on every single example we've done so far, what's that one little thing that we've added at the very end, every single time?
That's right, the plus c. It's called the constant of integration. And honestly, it is the key to getting the right answer for these kinds of integrals.
So if there's one thing you burn into your brain today, it's this. Always add that plus c at the end. The source material for this actually had a great way of saying this in Swedish, glöm aldrig plus c. It means, quite simply, never forget plus c. All right, we've got the big idea, we've got the golden rule, and we know the biggest mistake to avoid. Let's wrap this all up into a simple toolkit you can use to feel totally confident every time. Here are your keys to success. First, just slow down. Take it one little step at a time, just like we did. Second, write down your work. It really helps you see the pattern and catch any simple mistakes. And third, you know what I'm going to say, never ever forget plus c.
And there you have it. That intimidating symbol isn't so mysterious anymore, is it? It's just a tool for finding the total. And now you've got the golden rule to solve it. You've just unlocked a huge concept in math. So the only question now is, what should we break down and demystify next?